วัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
I am Chana Rotjan.
I am Srinivashu.
We would like to welcome you all to our Meditation for Peace program, the program that encourages you to bring meditation to your life in order to find true peace. What do we have for our viewers today, Jenya?
There are a lot of interesting things in True. But before we start, let's start our day with meditation to clean and purify our mind.
Yes, and as usual, we are blessed with the simple method of meditation of Luang Por Thamashayo, the abbot of Pratamagai Temple. Please stay tuned.
ต่อจากนี้ไปให้ตั้งใจให้แน่แน่วมุ่งตรงต่อหนทางพระนิพพานกันทุกๆคนนะลูกนะให้นั่งขัดสมาธิโดยขาขวาทับขาซ้ายมือขวาทับมือซ้ายให้นิ้วชี้ของมือข้างขวาจรดนิ้วหัวแม่มือข้างซ้ายวางไว้บนหน้าตักพอสบายๆหลับตาของเราเบาๆพอสบายๆคล้ายกับตอนที่เราใกล้จะหลับอย่าไปบีบเปลือกตาอย่ากดลูกในตานะจ๊ะหลับตาสักข้อลูกไม่ถึงกับปิดสนิทนะจ๊ะพอสบายแล้วก็ทำใจของเรานะให้เบิกบานให้แช่มชื่นให้สะอาดบริสุทธิ์ผ่องใสไร้กังวลในทุกสิ่งไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องอะไรก็ตามให้ปลดให้ปล่อยให้วางให้ปลดให้ปล่อยให้วางให้คลายความผูกพันจากทุกสิ่งทำใจของเรานะให้ว่างเปล่าจากความคิดทั้งหลายทั้งหมดนะจ๊ะปล่อยวางหมดทิ้งทุกอย่างวางทุกสิ่งเพราะว่าสรรพสัตว์และสรรพสิ่งทั้งหลายเมื่อเกิดขึ้นตั้งอยู่แล้วก็ไปสู่จุดสลายเสื่อมไปด้วยกันหมดทั้งสิ้นจะเป็นคนเป็นสัตว์เป็นสิ่งของตึกรามบ้านช่องแม้แต่โลกใบนี้ก็ต้องเสื่อมสลายไปเพราะฉะนั้นสังขารร่างกายของเราก็จะเป็นเช่นนั้นแหละให้นึกถึงความเป็นจริงของสรรพสัตว์และสรรพสิ่งอย่างนี้ใจจะได้ปล่อยวางได้แล้วก็มาระลึกนึกถึงว่าเป้าหมายของการมาเกิดเป็นมนุษย์นั่นนะวัตถุประสงค์หลักก็คือจะมาทำพระนิพพานให้แจ้งสลัดตนให้พ้นจากกองทุกข์อย่างน้อยก็มาแสวงบุญ มาสร้างบารมีเพื่อจะเอาบุญต่อบุญเอาบารมีต่อบารมีเนี่ยให้กลั่นกายวาจาใจเราให้สะอาดบริสุทธิ์จนกระทั่งหลุดพ้นจากกิเลสอาสวะทั้งหลายพ้นจากการเวียนว่ายแต่เกิดโดยเฉพาะหมู่คณะของเรามุ่งไปสู่ที่สุดแห่งธรรมนี่คือวัตถุประสงค์หลักของชีวิตนอกนั้นก็เป็นเรื่องรองลงมา ต้องจับหลักของชีวิตให้ได้ เมื่อเรามีบุญวาสนาได้เกิดอยู่ในร่มเงาของพระพุทธศาสนาอย่างนี้เนี่ยเราก็จะต้องศึกษาคำสอนพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าแล้วก็ปฏิบัติตามคำสอนนั้นเพื่อจะได้เดินตามรอยของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าในที่สุดก็จะหลุดพ้นจากความทุกข์ทรมานของชีวิตเข้าถึงความสุขอันเป็นอมตะได้เช่นเดียวกับพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าและพระอรหันต์ทั้งหลายนะจ๊ะเพราะวัตถุประสงค์ต้องการให้ใจมาหยุดมานิ่งอยู่ที่ศูนย์กลางกายฐานที่ 7เพราะหยุดเป็นตัวสำเร็จที่จะทำให้เราได้พบต้นทางสายกลางภายในซึ่งจะนำเราไปสู่พระรัตนตรัยได้เข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยได้เข้าถึงพุทธรัตนะธรรมรัตนะสังฆรัตนะหรือก็ถึงพระธรรมกายในตัวซึ่งเป็นกายตรัสรู้ธรรมเป็นผู้รู้ผู้ตื่นผู้เบิกบานแล้วสมบูรณ์ไปด้วยจักขุญาณปัญญาวิชาและก็แสงสว่างเป็นอุปกรณ์ในการศึกษาเรื่องราวความเป็นจริงของชีวิตและก็เป็นทั้งสรณะที่พึ่งที่ระลึกที่แท้จริงของตัวเราและก็จะได้อาศัยพระธรรมกายนี่แหละนำไปสู่อายตนะนิพพานหลุดพ้นจากกิเลสอาสวะไปสู่อายตนะนิพพานเพราะนั้นต้นทางที่จะเข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยเมื่อใจหยุดนิ่งนั้นมันจะเป็นดวงใสๆคล้ายกับดวงแก้วที่เราสมมุติต่างแต่ว่ามันจะเป็นดวงที่สุขใสกว่าและนำมาถึงความสุขอย่างที่ไม่มีประมาณเป็นความสุขที่เราหาไม่ได้จากที่อื่นเหมือนได้รับการยืนยันจากผู้ที่ได้เข้าถึงนั่นแหละไม่ว่าจะเป็นชาติไหนศาสนาไหนภาษาใดเผ่าพันธุ์ใดเมื่อฝึกใจหยุดนิ่งซึ่งเป็นของสากลที่ทุกคนทำได้พอหยุดนิ่งเข้าถึงดวงใสแล้วเนี่ยก็มักจะพูดเหมือนกันยังกับถอดเทปกันมาหรือไปนัดแนะกันมาพูดทั้งที่อยู่กันคนละทวีปคนละประเทศแล้วก็ต่างความเชื่อด้วยว่าเป็นความสุขที่ยิ่งใหญ่ไม่มีประมาณไม่อาจจะหาจากที่ไหนได้ไม่เคยเจอพูดไม่ออกบอกไม่ถูกทีเดียวดวงธรรมดวงนี้จะมาพร้อมกับความสุขอย่างนี้จะเป็นพระเป็นเณรเป็นญาติโยมสาธุชนหรือทุกคนในโลกถ้าได้ตรงนี้แล้วก็มั่นใจได้เลยว่าจะเข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยในตัวถ้ารักษาดวงธรรมดวงนี้ไว้ก็ปิดอบายไปสวรรค์เพราะว่าใจผ่องใสไม่เศร้าหมองเป็นดวงใสใจจะหยุดนิ่งต่อไปเองถึงตรงนั้นเราก็มีหน้าที่ดูไปเฉยๆดูปรากฏการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นมาด้วยใจที่เป็นปกติเหมือนเราไปดูภาพยนตร์ที่เราไม่รู้ว่าตอนต่อไปจะเป็นอย่างไรหรือเรื่องราวต่อไปจะเป็นอย่างไรเราก็ดูอย่างเดียว แต่นี่เป็นโรงมหรสพภายในเป็นมหรสพสีขาวสีใสที่สูงส่งเรามองไปเดี๋ยวเราก็จะเห็นดวงนั้นขยายแล้วก็เดี๋ยวจะเข้าถึงดวงศีลดวงสมาธิดวงปัญญาดวงวิมุตติแล้วก็ดวงวิมุตติญาณทัศนะดวงธรรมต่างๆก็จะพุทธผ่านมาทำให้เราเข้าถึงกายในกายที่มีอยู่ดั้งเดิมไม่มีใครไปทำให้มาเราไม่ได้ทำให้เกิดขึ้นมาเป็นกายอยู่ดั้งเดิมใจมันก็จะใสบริสุทธิ์เพิ่มขึ้นยิ่งใสยิ่งบริสุทธิ์ยิ่งสะอาดก็ยิ่งมีความสุขที่กว้างขวางขึ้นไปเรื่อยๆเพราะฉะนั้นเราก็จะเป็นมนุษย์มหัศจรรย์เมื่อใจเราหยุดนิ่งสนิทติดตรงกลางกายเห็นดวงใสๆเห็นพระใสๆเห็นแสงสว่างภายในนะจ๊ะเวลาที่เหลือต่อจากนี้ไปอากาศกำลังเป็นใจกำลังสดชื่นเบิกบานให้ลูกทุกคนหยุดใจนิ่งนุ่มละมุนละไมกันต่อไปให้ลูกทุกคนสมหวังดังใจในการเข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยในตัวทุกคนนะจ๊ะต่างคนต่างทำกันไปเงียบๆ
Janya, I try to follow what Luang Por Thamajayo has said, that if all races and creeds put down their beliefs for a while to learn the universal knowledge regarding the facts of life that all humans have in common, our world would be so much different.
Yeah, I agree. See, if we can learn mathematics, sciences, sports, and all that, there is no reason that we cannot learn this subject of life, yeah?
Yes. I think maybe some of our viewers didn't quite catch that. Would you mind explaining how to come about this universal knowledge that we are talking about?
Yeah, it's like that we've just practiced. That is to free our mind from all thoughts, then simply focus at the center of the body until it's come to a standstill. At that point, the mind will experience that it's really is. That is there for the beginning.
Yes, and now there is a little secret recipe to stop your mind from wandering around.
Yeah.
You can imagine placing the sun or the full moon, or it could be a sphere of ice or crystal, at the 7th base of your body, 2 fingers width above the navel. And I think for the little ones, the object could be a scoop of ice cream or maybe a lollipop instead.
You know, for my meditation, I prefer to imagine a cup of ice cream with waffle, maybe.
Waffles?
Waffles, yeah.
So you consider yourself a little one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Anyway, let us now turn our attention to Venerable Sanat from Korea, who will be sharing with us his stories of his humanitarian work with his organization, People Sharing Happiness.
Yeah. And how about what's the age between the teenager that you have in the program?
13 to 18.
And
13 to 18.
yeah, after
teenagers.
well, finish that 18, they go to university. Are they still come back to the
Of
community?
course. Because
Just come back to health?
Yes, yes. Our organization is divided into 3 ages. First one is Club 25. Even in here, Dhammakaya Foundation, they've got also organization, Club 25 Club. Like this place, we got Club 25 members, and then move on to the WFBY, till 50, and then move on to the old club, but the age is just getting old, but they're just senior, So same idea, but different programs. For example, meditation, meditation for youth, half walking, half sitting. Meditation for seniors, maybe 50-minute sitting, like that. A little bit different, but same idea, different techniques sometimes, and also we sometimes mix chanting to seniors, chanting. They really will love to chant Buddha's teaching, so please do that, And nowadays, I'd like to make songs for youth members, but the rhymes are from Buddha's teaching, Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, he used that one already, breathe in, breathe out, like that. And in my case, things again, like that, And what is the great question? What is the great question? Who am I? Who am I? This is the relic,
Yeah, and because in Dhammakaya Foundation, you said we have the youth program too. Maybe is there any chance of maybe we can just exchange the program, the youth program, between Korea and the Dhammakaya Foundation in order to, for us to learn from each other better?
Nowadays in Korea, temple stay program is really popular. Temple stay. That means staying in temples 2 or 3 days. That's for everybody, even foreigners. What you're doing in temple is to, getting up early and doing all things like as same as the monk. So we got Korean tradition, especially temple lifestyle. And in Thailand, I think you got your traditional temple lifestyle. We can share that one. And also, I think what the monks doing in temples are programs. I think that is really, really great program. So in Korea, we have been developing our ways, and Thailand, you have your ways, and then exchange the program, experience differently. If your members come to Korea, will just you can join Korean temple stay program for maybe 3 or 4 days, staying in temples, and we prepare some programs, Korean style programs. And after that, we'll come to Thailand, and then we'll experience, especially youth members experience Thailand style, Thai style, techniques or lifestyle, temple lifestyle. And that is really great exchange program, I think so.
Yeah, because you agree with the exchange program in order for us to learn from each other and take out the good thing from each of us, right? And what do you think about the Sangha, right? The unit Sangha. What do you think about if the unite of the Sangha?
I think this nowadays people call Buddhist denominations or sect, MTV. That means Mahayana, Theravada, Vajrayana. So this is Sangha, Mahayana Sangha. We can maintain Mahayana Sangha system Korean style. And in Thailand, Vajrayana, and then Theravada style Sangha system. And in Mongolia, and also was in China was that Tibet, they've got their Sangha system, So I think we have to learn each other, what's the good point, what is what is really great things we have to learn and share that one, and then descend to young generation. I think that's really great idea. For Korean youth members, I gave this kind of hint. Please learn Thailand style. Youth members are really respect to the Buddha and also Sangha, the monks. But in Korea, youth people just treated Sangha members, especially monks, like friends, or sometimes just treated kind of just old people like that. So that's why today also I said, please learn. This is really great manner to Sangha members. I think so. And then maybe the Dhammakaya youth members, maybe they'd like to learn Korean style, maybe manners in Sangha. I don't know, But after exchange program, they've learned something, and then we'll discuss again. Then maybe they'll give us, great answer. I think so.
Yeah, because I think that's why what I was said just now. But you just learn from each other culture in order to understand well about each one and pick up the good one and adapt it to their culture. I think it's just be very good. And for Sangha, and you agree that if we can unite as one, right? Because all the members, like the sons of the Lord Buddha, I think there's only one father, many sons.
Yes. And Sangha system is definitely different, we couldn't be a monk, but full-time, full-time system in Korea. But in Thailand, it's a little different, They can sometimes, take it off. And then, and love and unlove, love and unlove, 7 times like that. But in Korea, it's impossible,
It's just one time.
Yeah, one time.
If you disrobe, it means you finish.
That means
you cannot
finished.
come
You
back.
cannot come back, So the different system.
It's almost like Sri Lanka.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, and I heard you are a member of the World Fellowship Association, Youth Association.
World Fellowship of Buddhist Youth.
Buddhist Youth, yes. And
I'm in
the
China.
international group. And how do you take that international group and join with the Korean committee that you are responsible right now?
Yeah, I'm one of vice presidents in WFBY. I'm in charge of youth development. That's my role, even in WFBY. WFBY is divided into 2 group. Club 25. That means under 25. That's the age limitation. And then over 25, they have to be in WFBY. So exchange program is normally for Club 25 members. And for the WFBI members, we planned, training course. Training course means after finishing training course, they are kind of the leaders, all over the world. So before being a leader, they have to exchange the programs. That means they have to understand other styles, One Father Buddha, but different, brothers, even sisters like that. So they know each other first, maybe for several years, and then they have to be trained, using training course, and then they will be the leader, and they start to teach the idea to youth members. This is the system. So after 10 years, around 10 years, mostly, after training this kind of course, most people they have to be the leaders, future leaders. That's my job, So and also I have to spread more, youth members even in the States, United States. That means this year, summer period, I'd like to go to the USA to meet, Buddhist leaders who got the youth club in America, and then we'll also share the ideas and exchange some people. So nowadays, Europe and America is really important place, and nowadays, especially in America, Buddhist youth members are getting growth. So that's why we have to spend more time for them, even in the States, even in Europe. There are lots of youth members who are interested in Buddhism. So we have to visit that place and also make good relationship. Thailand, Korea, Europe, America. I think this is really great relationship. I think this is globalized, youth development. I think so.
Yes, and but you are the young active generation, the young and active, and the young generation and active
Yes,
monk,
yes.
and to do this program for the youth, right? And normally, like a much more senior monk will do that, but you are the young generation to do it. Do you have anything that you have to get, let's say, do you have any, I don't want to say obstacle, you have anything that
Hindrance anyway, obstacles anyway. Yes, yes,
I
yes.
don't like to say
Challenges,
that, but
even
say
challenges.
any challenges
Yes, yes.
that you have to come through to pass through in order to take this along with you, take this program. with
There are inner point and outer point. That means inside Buddhism in Korea. So many monks are interested in growing not growing members, spending more money to build big temples. That is also important, but more important thing is spending all things for youth members. Education is really, really important. If we do really great education, all members, youth members, will be the really great, even masters, really great teachers, really great people in society. And then the society will be, I think, will be better. I think so. And in outer point, the condition in Korea nowadays, the power of USA is, that is too heavy for youth members in Korea. So that's why lots of people are studying in the USA, and they have been learning Christianity, and also they have been learning how to control money, only money, no mind control. So in this point, we have to spread Buddhism, not in Korea, even outer places, USA, Europe, all over the world. That's what we have to do, to make better life and better society.
Yeah. And any support from the senior Sangha community?
Oh, of course, especially my master, he has been supporting, and also legally, he made a youth club, legally. The government are supporting that one. So I'm also a member of that one, kind of expo member. So because of that kinds of work by our old generation monk, we can easily do jobs for youth members.
Yes. Okay. And you're the president of the people
Sharing happiness.
Sharing happiness,
Yes,
and
yes.
also a member, a vice president of the
WFBY.
FBY
BY.
in Korea or international.
International
too. And are you a member of the Buddhist Sangha used to?
No, not Buddhist Sangha youth, because the founder and the members suggested me to get in that place, But I think I'm really love to join WFBY. This activity, the WFBY is activity group. I like this kind of a group, activity group. I like Dhammakai Foundation because they are working. They're doing right now here in this place. I need the club, the leaders who are doing their job, right now here in this place, not just staying. We have to act. That's for the youth people, because youth people are just looking at the seniors, what they are doing, and then they start to follow, especially me and other Buddhist leaders. So that's why we have to do something right now here in this place. That's for the youth members. They are watching us. Oh.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. So we are, as a senior person, we have to act well. We have to do well. Our behavior have to make sure that our behavior is right, because the young ones watching us.
They're watching us. Right now. Right now.
It means we have to make sure ourselves, especially for me, for you know already, and especially for me, I have to make sure that I'm teaching of the Lord Buddha that I have to follow in order to be a good example too.
Of course, So especially we are doing jobs, using media. That means, lots of youth members will watch what we are talking here in this place, and then they'll check us, what is said and what he did, what would be,
They will give us a check mark.
Yes, check mark like that. Good, bad.
I will take that to him as your recommendation. And anything else that you think that we should do in order to help join hands to take the Buddhism worldwide?
Nowadays, Dhammakai Foundation, you've got many branches all over the world. Even in Korea, I've heard, you are scheduled to make a really great, branch in Korea. I think that is really great job. I want to learn. I want to learn that kind of system. So what you are doing is kind of, example, for other clubs. Especially today, our members watched your activities, especially Club 25 activities. They was really impressed. So our members, maybe they've changed a lot. Maybe from today, I think they decided to make a better club, Club 25 in Korea. So that is really great experience and sharing. And then finally, we'll be happy. That is people have to share the ideas, and finally, we can be happy. People sharing happiness.
Because you are responsible for the youth program in Korea and in Pratamagai Foundation, we have the Visa project to do with the children too. Will be another one. So be in this soon in the next few months. Maybe if it would be very honored if you and your team can come here and to see the program, to see the project.
If possible, if possible, because I want to learn lots of things, from here in this place, and also we'd like to share the really great ideas I promised, already, and also I want to develop, more programs for youth members even in Korea, and some techniques are not for Korean, but for all youth members in the world. And also, that program is not for Buddhist youth, therefore, worldwide youth. I think that's my aim to make a good program. Also, if we got really great ideas, all youth members will be joined in a Buddhist program. I think so. That's kind of my aim and my hope.
And one more question, because I heard that maybe people is wondering, maybe from Europe or North America, because Buddhism is something new for them, right? When we're talking about world peace, right? They want to know, because we're talking about meditation, we're practicing meditation, and peace will create somehow after you practice meditation, and eventually world peace that will happen in this world. Maybe some of the people don't still have question, why just close your eyes and meditate, just that will create world peace. Maybe you could explain about this.
Oh, I suggested, the beginners like this. Please stop thinking, and then feel yourself.
Meditation is stop thinking and feel yourself.
This is not kind of, explanation. Just like, just recommendation or just talking, just kind of chatting. Please just stop thinking and breathe in and breathe out. How do you feel? Simple, but they felt something.
Shana, do you find his project very inspiring?
Very much so. It is more than 20 years that he has spent his time teaching the children to be valued members of society. Korea is very lucky to have him.
Yeah, and parents play a major part in this also.
Yes, of course. Their righteous attitude and cooperation truly contributed to his success. Our team of Meditation for Peace would like to take this opportunity to rejoice with Venerable Sanup, as well as all the members of the people sharing happiness. That too.
And next week, don't miss the ending part of His Venerable's interview. But now let us continue the Akanya Sutta with Venerable Pranikla Stanisaro.
All of these things. So what is the operant thing changing the destiny of human society? It's not some eye in the sky, it's not some guy with a beard sitting on a cloud somewhere, but it's the very actions of the people in the society which changes the environment, changes the way of life, changes the staple food available to the people there, and basically affects the whole happiness of people in society as a whole. So there's no need for anything outside of this system to be brought in to explain why these changes are happening. In fact, we are looking at a vignette of society which comes from a long time ago. It comes from a time so long ago that we're talking about the same sort of length of time as the Earth is old, okay? And if you want to look outside of this system to see the context, then we see something which we call a world cycle. And the world cycle means basically the cycle of existence of the Earth itself. The Earth being habitable, the Earth breaking down. So habitable means during this period of a whole cycle here. And the thing which is on the graph is basically the lifespan of the people inhabiting the Earth at that time. It's said that in Buddhism, when you're on this slope here, for every 100 years that passes, people's lifespan decreases by 1 year. And from the history recorded in the scriptures, which comes from 2,500 years ago, we find that the average lifespan of the human being 2,500 years ago was 100. So people lived on average to be 100 years old. So each 100 years that passes, lifespan decreases by 1 year, and that leaves us with 75 in the present day. So we are on this slippery slope, which is basically turning downwards, and it hasn't ended yet. It's going to get worse. Why? Because the number of impurities in people's minds is gradually increasing as the years go on. Whether we like it or not, although we try to practice well, we try to be monks at least for a certain period of time, we try to do our best in society and learn about Buddhism and improve the quality of our minds. But unfortunately, the majority of people in the world aren't like this. The majority of people in the world are rather like those beings in the previous times, which are succumbing more and more to temptations, for whom 5 precepts basically is not remaining even a single precept's worth. You know, people in the modern day society, and where killing is becoming more and more commonplace, whether we like it or not, the conflicts are increasing, not reflecting at all the fact that we are becoming more advanced technologically, but our thinking is becoming less and less advanced, it seems. So we are on this downslope, period of decline. And if we talk about when the Buddha tends to appear to help us out, I talked yesterday about 4th level of heaven and bodhisattvas being able to choose the time when they come down to help out these poor human beings who are basically failing to do anything about their destiny. The Buddha tends to come sometime during the period of decline. So 2,500 years ago, about halfway down this slope here, the Buddha comes to boost the level of morality for people for one last time before his teachings are lost completely and the people go yet further than this. Lifespan decreases further, and also the quality of life decreases to a point where even if the Buddha were to appear, he wouldn't be able to do much to change their way of thinking. In fact, there's another sutta which I'm not mentioning here, but which is connected with this graph, which is called the Cakkavatti Sutta. Cakkavatti Sutta. And it talks about a time when human lifespan is diminished yet further, down to a point where people have a lifespan of only 10 years. where people grow up by the age of 2 or 3, they're already looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or if they want one at all, they can't, even just to reproduce like animals is enough for people in those times. There's no 5 precepts to talk about. People hunt each other for food. They don't see any difference between themselves and animals anymore. And by the time they're 10 or 12, they're dead already. And there would be some sort of major holocaust which would take place, by which people would all basically kill each other. And there'd be a few people left over at this bottom end of the world cycle who managed to escape into the forest somewhere. And when all the dust settles, they come out and they realize the error of their ways. And they realize that it's because of our lack of morality that the world has basically been ruined in such a way. And from that time onwards, they will try to elevate their level of morality. As their morality is elevated, their lifespan increases. As their lifespan increases, the quality of the things in their environment which they have to eat will be increased too. And there will be a general upturn in the quality of life, quality of mind of the people living in society. So there will be an upturn to a point where people have a lifespan of maybe 100 years, or yet more than that. When we're talking about these sort of beings, not only are we talking about beings which are long-lived, we're also talking about beings which are actually physically much larger than us as well, giants in effect. The sort of lifespans we're talking about is hundreds of thousands of years, not just hundreds of years, okay? The size of the body, well, have you ever heard of giants? I mean, really heard about giants? I don't mean giant dinosaurs. Have you heard of giants before? Supposing there were giants to appear in the fossil record, wouldn't that throw scientists into confusion? Supposing you had giant people around during or before the time when you got Tyrannosaurus rexes running around, wouldn't that throw a spanner in the works for most people believing in evolution? Because like humans are supposed to come after animals, right, in the evolutionary scale. Well, there is some evidence to suggest that there were giant human beings around at a time during or before dinosaurs.
This sutta reveals to us the world cycle.
And we learn why the human lifespan is diminishing. The level of impurity in the mind causes the change in the human lifespan.
The main reason is the breaking of 5 precepts, which is the basic morality required for a happy society.
It is very fortunate for us that Luang Por Tamashayo has initiated a project to boost the level of morality in youth.
You know, I have heard about this project too.
Yes, it's very famous, the V-Star.
Sure. It is a wise and wonderful initiative because youth are our future. One day they will go in to run this country with the morality of Luang Por's endorsed to them today.
So to bring success to this project, we need the support and cooperation from 3 different parties: the parents, the teachers, and the monks.
The world cannot sustain without morality. They will hurt and harm each other.
So next we will get to see a videotape of the V-Star kids and get to know more about the project.
พินเพชรหมื่นวัยเริ่มเส้นทางชีวิตการทำงานด้วยอาชีพครูสอนวิชาพระพุทธศาสนาที่ครูหลายท่านปฏิเสธเนื่องจากเป็นวิชาเข้าถึงยากและขาดวิธีสอนเพื่อนำมาถ่ายทอดให้แก่ลูกศิษย์ได้เข้าใจซึ่งเป็นปัญหาที่เกิดขึ้นกับคุณครูอรพินด้วยเช่นกันส่งผลให้ช่วงชีวิตการเป็นครูได้เพียงแต่สอนตามหลักสูตรและยังไม่เข้าใจว่าครูที่แท้จริงคืออะไร
มาครั้งแรกดิฉันก็ได้สอนวิชาพระพุทธศาสนาตัวดิฉันเองก็ไม่อยากสอนเหมือนกันเพราะว่าเป็นวิชาที่ไม่ถนัดมีความรู้สึกว่าเราไม่ใช่พระแต่เราต้องมาสอนวิชานี้เราอาจจะสอนได้ไม่ดีแต่พอคุณครูได้มอบหมายให้สอนคุณครูก็ได้ทำการศึกษาเพื่อที่จะมีข้อมูลมีความรู้แต่ก็ยังรู้สึกว่าตัวเองมีความรู้น้อยก็ยังเป็นปัญหาเหมือนคุณครูท่านอื่นๆเหมือนกันว่าเราสอนไปแล้วเราก็ไม่ค่อยจะมีความสุขกับการสอนเท่าไหร่เราจะถามใครแต่การอ่านหนังสือนั้นอ่านแล้วก็ยังไม่เข้าใจอยู่ดีการที่ได้ขึ้นไปปฏิบัติธรรมที่สวนพนาวัตรก็ได้รับธรรมะจากพระเดชพระคุณหลวงพ่อท่านให้ธรรมะที่ไม่เคยมีที่ไหนมาก่อนธรรมะที่ว่ายากๆก็เข้าใจได้ง่ายแล้วก็สามารถนำมาปฏิบัติใช้ในชีวิตประจำวันได้แล้วก็เข้าใจอย่างลึกซึ้งทำให้เข้าใจว่าอาชีพครูเป็นอาชีพที่มีเกียรติเป็นอาชีพที่ให้แสงสว่างกับลูกศิษย์เราโชคดีกว่าคุณครูท่านอื่นเพราะว่าเราได้สอนวิชาพุทธศาสนาก็ทำให้มีทัศนคติที่เปลี่ยนไปจากเดิมก็ยิ่งมีความชอบมากยิ่งขึ้นแล้วก็รักในอาชีพของตัวเอง
เมื่อทุกคำถามได้รับคำตอบคุณครูอรพินเริ่มต้นอีกครั้งบนเส้นทางของการเป็นครูผู้ให้ทุ่มเททำหน้าที่ถ่ายทอดความรู้แก่ลูกศิษย์ด้วยความสุข
อาจารย์สอนรู้จักการเข้าวัดรู้จักการนั่งสมาธิพอนั่งสมาธิมากเราก็ใจเย็นตอนเย็นเราว่างๆไม่ได้ซ้อมกีฬาก็จะไปกวาดวัดทำความสะอาดวัดล้างห้องน้ำอะไรอย่างเงี้ยครับถ้าไม่มีแม่ครูอรพินก็ผมก็คงไม่มีวันนี้ที่แบบครูอาจารย์ในโรงเรียนกลับมาแบบชื่นชมในตัวผมทำให้ผมมีชีวิตใหม่ที่พ่อแม่ปู่ย่าตายายภูมิใจในตัวผม
นอกจากการทำหน้าที่เป็นครูผู้ให้อีกด้านหนึ่งของชีวิตคุณครูอรพินยังเป็นกัลยาณมิตรให้คนในครอบครัวได้รู้จักกับการทำความดี
เวลาทำงานออกทำงานเลิกทำงานแล้วก็พากันกินตอนเย็นๆส่วนมากก็จะไหลไปเรื่อยบ้านเข้าบ้านดึกนะครับก็พฤติกรรมก็ครอบครัวก็ไม่ชอบเลยแหละตั้งแต่ร่างกายตัวเองเช้าขึ้นมาก็ปวดหัวแล้วทำงานก็ไม่เต็มประสิทธิภาพแล้วเงินก็ล่อยหลอใช่ไหมล่ะเงินยิ่งไม่พอใช้อยู่จนที่จุดประกายจริงๆคือแม่ของอาจารย์อรพินพาลูกไปบวชภาคฤดูร้อนขนาดลูกเองยังบวชได้ใช่ไหมเรามีความเสียสละแล้วทำเพื่อตนเองเพื่อครอบครัวลูกเขายังมาบำเพ็ญได้แล้วมาคิดกลับถึงตัวเองว่าทำไมขนาดลูกอายุขนาดนี้ลูกยังเสียสละได้ทำไมเราจะทำไม่ได้ก็เลยตัดสินใจเลิกยิ่งมาตัดสินใจเลิกขาดก็ช่วงที่ได้กัลยาณมิตรที่ดีคืออาจารย์อรพินทีนี้ก็มาพาไปขึ้นพนาวัดเป็นแรงบันดาลใจกลับลงมาก็เลยเลิกเลย
พอเขากลับลงมาจากพนาวัดก็เกิดการเปลี่ยนแปลงที่ชัดเจนเลยนะคะก็คือ1เขากลับมาบ้านเขาก็มาปรับห้องนอนใหม่เช่นเอาทีวีออกไปข้างนอกเขาก็จะนำครอบครัวนั่งสมาธิตอนเช้าก็จะตื่นแต่เช้าเตรียมลูกๆไปใส่บาตรสิ่งที่เห็นได้ชัดเจนอีกเรื่องหนึ่งก็คือการดื่มของเขาก็คือเขาก็มาบอกกับตัวดิฉันว่าจะให้ของขวัญครอบครัวตอนนี้เขาก็ไม่ดื่มแล้วค่ะก็เป็นต้นบุญต้นแบบให้กับเพื่อนๆข้าราชการตำรวจด้วยค่ะครอบครัวเราก็ถือว่าเป็นครอบครัวธรรมกายเป็นครอบครัวอบอุ่นอีกครอบครัวหนึ่งต้องขอบคุณปูชนียาจารย์ที่ให้ครอบครัวที่อบอุ่นกับเราจะไม่ลืม แล้วเราก็จะทำหน้าที่จนถึงที่สุดค่ะ
ผมรักพ่อนะครับ รักพ่อมากที่สุดในโลกแล้วครับ
ภาพความสุขของครอบครัวเพชรหมื่นวัยวันนี้ เกิดขึ้นได้เพราะทุกคนเห็นคุณค่าแห่งความดี รวมถึงทำหน้าที่เป็นกัลยาณมิตรให้กับคนรอบข้าง สร้างแรงบันดาลใจให้คุ้นเคยกับการสร้างสรรค์สิ่งดีๆให้เกิดขึ้นในสังคม หวังเพียงว่าเมื่อทุกคนเป็นคนดีมีศีลธรรม ความดีที่ทำในวันนี้ จะยังคงเมืองให้ร่มเย็นน่าอยู่ในภายภาคหน้าสืบไป
Morality is being restored at our present time.
Yeah, and I think their parents will be proud of their children as V-Star kids. How do you think?
Definitely, they should be proud.
Yeah.
Not only did they learn how to be grateful to their parents who give them lives, they also learn how to appreciate and respect their teachers.
Yeah. We owe to our teachers for that knowledge they give us that we use them to make a living.
And apart from the worldly knowledge we get from schools, the secular knowledge is of no less importance.
And we must receive from the monks also.
I consider the kids who participate in the V-Star program very lucky.
Yeah. And I praise every participating school that they have a sound education that one should entrust their children with.
Come and meet the V-Star kids at Pratamagai Temple on this coming July 11th and be thrilled with their pure energy to create a better society. This time has come again.
I know, here we need to say goodbye to our viewers again.
But we will see you again next week for sure.
Please feel free to send your comments and questions to our web address at worldwideweb.meditationforpeace.info.
For today, both of us would like to say สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ